Still haven't watched Wyatt Earp, should I? Yes, you should is the easiest answer. Tombstone is a movie that I absolutely love, and it's beloved by most of its fans. Wyatt Earp gets a bad rap because it's a very long movie and it's not what people thought it was going to be. And at one point, Kevin Costner was also up to play Wyatt Earp in the Tombstone version, but he wanted to make his own movie, and that's a whole interconnected universe in itself about what went on getting Wyatt Earp and Tombstone made more or less at the same time. The difference between the two is Tombstone strictly focuses on when Wyatt and the rest of the Earps got to Tombstone to like make their fortune. They really weren't lawmen when they got there. They had retired and such and such. I remember Michael Bihn's Johnny Ringo has that great line where he says, "You must be Doc Holliday. Are you retired too?" And he says, "Not me. I'm in my prime." He says, "Yeah, you look it." Wyatt Earp, the movie with Kevin Costner, is a much different film where it focuses on Wyatt's upbringing, where his brothers come home from the Civil War, what it was like growing up with his father, getting married, losing his first wife, becoming a criminal, making it on his own, getting redemption by becoming a lawman, and everything like that. There's actually a really haunting scene with Gene Hackman, who plays Wyatt Earp's father, where he frees him from prison for being a horse thief, and it's like raining and lightning, and it's like this whole gritty, interconnected scene. You're also missing the inclusion of Bat Masterson and Ed Masterson, Wyatt's friends who were sheriffs in Dodge City in Colorado and stuff like that. Bat Masterson's played by Tom Sizemore, the late Tom Sizemore. Ed Masterson's played by the great Bill Pullman. And the cast of Tombstone, where it's extensive, Wyatt Earp is just as extensive with people you love. You've got Martin Kove from Cobra Kai fame, Tay Leone's in it, Catherine O'Hara, who everybody loves from Home Alone and Schitt's Creek. Dennis Quaid takes on the role of Doc Holliday and gives an entirely different performance to Val Kilmer's Southern gentlemanly performance. Isabella Rossellini plays Big Nose Kate. You've got Mark Harmon. You've also got one of my favorite Lyndon Ashby performances. If you remember him from Johnny Cage in the first Mortal Kombat, he gets to play Morgan Earp in this movie, and he's such a good time. I wish he got to do more things. Comparison to Tombstone, the gunfight of the OK Corral, it lacks the charisma and the personality of the Tombstone gunfight, but the Wyatt Earp gunfight of the OK Corral just seems much more realistic in what a gunfight would have been at that time with those weapons and everything like that. It wasn't like a cinemized shootout, right? It felt like it was real.
Throw up your hands. I want your guns.
But should you watch Wyatt Earp? The answer is yes. It's a movie I happen to love, and I think it's a misunderstood movie because of the length, and it wasn't what people were expecting it to be. But please go watch Wyatt Earp if you've never seen it.